So I've got the latest version of EVOTO and we're going to do a full edit in this video. Also, if you check the link in the description, I'm going to be leaving a link that will lead you to this page where you will get 30 free credits just by signing up to the software, downloading it. It's available for PC or Mac, and like I said, you're going to get 30 free credits instead of just going to their homepage and getting the 5 trial credits. Now, remember, this is for new users only. If you've already tried the software, it won't work for you unless you were using it on a brand new computer with a brand new email, etc, etc. But if you've used the software before, it won't work. If you've had the free credits, you know, the 5 free credits or anything like that, it's not going to work. So it's for anyone who's going to try this software as a new user, and then all you've got to do, create your account, download the software, and you're ready to go. Okay, so I've got the picture I'm going to be editing loaded up into the software. First thing I'm going to do is go into the color adjustment section, and we are just going to warm the picture up just a little bit. We're going to bring down the highlights just to about there. And then the next thing I want to do is some local adjustments. So I'm going to start off with the background. And I want to be turning this background to sort of a blue color. Now, you could use their presets to do this, but what I find is if you're doing a picture that's full length, it doesn't look as realistic as unless you do it this way. That's only my opinion. That's what I found, so I always do it this way. Okay, so I'm going to get it to a bit of a blue tinge to the background, which I'm happy with there. And I'm going to go to the local adjustments once again, and I'm going to hit on the person, and then we're just going to warm the skin up just to about there. Bring those highlights down just a little bit. I think I'm happy about there. Okay, next stage, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean this background up as well. Another good feature, cleaning the backgrounds up, really simple with this software. You can get some plugins for Photoshop that do the same sort of thing, you know, but you're going to always pay for them. You know, that's a separate thing. This software's got it built in, so that's a win once again. Okay, so we're going to go into this section, background adjustments, and we've got a clean solid background. I'm going to leave that at 100 on the banding, and then enhancement to probably just under 50, and I will leave it there. I will just show you quickly what happens if you use, you know, a built-in background on a full you know, cropped images. It looks great, but when it goes all the way down to the legs, to the floor, to the feet area, it just doesn't look as realistic as I would like. So I will just show you what happens here, and we'll find a color similar to what we're using, which is the blue. Again, this area, because there's no definition or shadow or difference from the top to the bottom, you can tell it's been stuck in there, if you understand what I'm saying. But if it was cropped this way, up, you know, anything above the feet area, it does work really well. Right, okay, so we will just get rid of that, leave it as I want. So I want it so it looks so, you know, we are using a gel or something in the background just to change the image color. So we would have some differences down the bottom, which I'm happy to leave at this moment in time. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is adjust the face, and we will go into this one here. It's selected female, which is correct, obviously. She hasn't got any acne to speak of that we need to adjust, but we will just get rid of these just a little bit, I think. So we'll bring that up to around the 30% mark, maybe 35. And again, don't forget, guys, when you're using any of this sort of AI software, it doesn't matter what program you're using, just don't go over the top, because it does look stupid. Trust me, I see lots of pictures where they've just gone way too far. It doesn't look good. Right, okay, next thing we're going to do is the eye bag. Hasn't really got any eye bags, but I do like to use these ones here just to adjust this area. And then dark circles up to there, eye wrinkles, and we will be happy. Okay, smile lines, we haven't got any. Double chin, no double chin. We don't need to do that. Okay, the main ones we're going to be using is the skin retouching and the makeover section. Now, I have suggested in a couple of other videos you need to add more colors to the makeover section of this software. Hopefully they'll address that in the future, but for now we can only use what we've got. Okay, so we're going to go into the unified body complexion. We'll let the AI have a go at this one, and around the 50 mark I'm going to be happy. Just so it's just a little bit more unified. That looks good to me. Okay, next one we're going to go into is the makeover section of the editing software. And then just zoom in just a little bit. Hang on, actually before we do that, we'll go to the facial reshaping, and we just want to give a little bit more thickness to those eyebrows. We're going to boost the eyes just a little bit. Again, if you go too far with these softwares, anything, don't go crazy because it does look silly. Right, okay, where are we going from here? Facial shape. Now, because of the angle of the image and the lens we were using, it's just given that face just a little bit too much width, in my opinion. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bring the face down, size down just a little bit, and then we will face width, bring that in just a little bit. We're going to bring that taper on the chin, just on this side, lower section, middle section, plethrum, no, jaw length. We're going to bring that down as well. Well, if you unlock these as well, you can do individual adjustments to each side of the face. As you can see there, we're just going to bring that down and that. Now, it's not doing what I want it to do on this area here, so I would probably do that final adjustment I want in Photoshop. But again, for now, I'm happy with what we're doing. Okay, I say this all the time with this software. I use these editing tools as part of my Photoshop workflow because I'm not going to be spending 3 or 4 hours in Photoshop or any other software trying to get images to perfection. If you're wanting images to perfection, you leave a professional Photoshop retoucher to do that. Most of us, we haven't got time to be doing that. We're dealing with everyday clients and this is what they want. Anyway, less rant, more editing. Right, okay, so we'll just give a little bit of eyebrow makeup, and then we were going to go into the eyelash section. Eyelashes work really well in this software. I do like the way they perform. I'm just going to give that up to all the way, 100%. She's got brown eyes, but what we're going to do is we're going to nip into the contacts. I'm not going to use a contact at full strength, anything like that, because they do look crazy, as you can see there. But I use it just to highlight the eye colour just a little bit. And again, if you've got a client and she wants to see, or he wants to see, what colour, what they'd look like with blue eyes, or it's great just to show them quickly. But yeah, anyway, so like I said, we'll do that in another video. I'm just going to give a little bit more brown colour to the eyes, and then we've done the eyelashes. Lipstick's fine. I've said it before, they do need to add more colours to the lipstick range, maybe like other software out there where you can just choose any colour you want would be ideal. Something for thought for the future for EVOTO programmers. Okay, cranial top, we're just going to bring that up just a little bit more yeah, we're going to go all the way on that one. Now the stray hairs, again, I've said it before in other videos, I do like stray hairs. It makes some images, maybe if they're outside, etc. In this occasion, I just like that. I like the light, the way the light's shining on the hair, so I wouldn't use the stray hair remover on this occasion. So we'll nip into the blush section. Let's see, just a little bit of a rosy tint on the cheek area, and then we're going to finish off, nip into here. Now again, the body reshaping tool, in my opinion, it does need a little bit of work. It's great for doing some things, but again, personal preference, I wouldn't use it a lot. Maybe just to thin the picture. Like I said, I was using, I think it was a 35 or 50 mil on this picture, and at the angle she was at, it did give a few inches to her face. Well, not a few inches, it just made the face look a little bit wider than it should do. So we'll thin her down just a little bit more height. And she's got a great waist anyway, so we don't need to do anything there. And I'm going to be done. So that was just a quick edit of this image. Like I said, I'm going to finish off this in Photoshop. But yeah, I'm done. And that's it. It's as simple as that. Like I said, I don't like spending hours and hours editing photos. That's not my cup of tea. I like doing the shoots, getting the edits done, making the clients happy in as quick a time as possible. With this sort of software and others that are available, it does help my workflow immensely. Right, okay, so don't forget, there'll be a link in the description where you can get yourself 30 credits to have a play with the software instead of the 5 that they give you. And if you do like it, pay for it if you like it. If you don't like it, you've got 30 credits to try and then move on to something else. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.